The headlines. Group holds debate for APC FCT National Assembly aspirants. Former commander of Special Anti-Robbery Squads capped current reform efforts. On the foreign scene, South Africa and red alert over cholera outbreak. While in sports, FIFA sends monitoring team to supervise NFF elections. I am Priscilla Iworm with news on the hour. FCT Initiative for Credible Leadership and the 5 Geopolitical Zones Forum, in collaboration with APC FCT chapter, held its first debate for National Assembly aspirants on Tuesday in Abuja. Correspondent Courage Danladi completes the report.
Amak Obaji Oyatu was the organizer of the convener of the program FCT Debate for National Assembly, aiming at creating credible leaders who will speak and stand for the masses.
What really led to this program is nothing but the fact that we want a situation whereby we have credible leadership. We don't want leadership as it was before now. We want leadership that will stand for the people, speak for the people, and be able to do what the people really want. And without doing this kind of program now, people will not even know what they want. The kind of leadership representation we have been having in the National Assembly before now has always been that kind of representation whereby people go there, represent themselves.
Present at the program was the chairman of AMAC, Honorable Candido Abdullahi, who appreciated the organizers and said the innovation of the debate was a good one and also advised the aspirants that they should desire to always serve and not to be served.
This innovation is something that must be appreciated. For us to make a leader, that leader ought to come before us to say, this is me and this is what I intend to do if I get there. And that is exactly a demonstration of what you are doing. I must commend you. It is only God that will see you through.
Candido further stated that the program is the first of its kind and hope it continues because it lessens competition amongst aspirants.
This program is laudable. It's an innovation. It's a new thing happening in FCT policy. It must be supported by all of us. I think that the people desire to know who they are going to represent in the National Assembly. So if something has happened, if this kind of thing has been happening before, it will have even lessened competition because the people will be told this is the person that want to vote. So at least they have done well.
Participants present at the debate applauded the organizers for creating such a platform that will increase the spirit of sportsmanship to people voting for political offices.
If you give me the opportunity, I will defend your vote. I will not take your vote for granted. I will not go home and sleep. I will not sell your votes to PDP.
As this great party has given someone like me a platform to stand on, may God honor your children.
If given this great opportunity, by the special grace of God, we'll make sure we take dividends of democracy closer to the people.
Courage Danladi, TVN News. The organizing secretary,
the former commander of the Special Anti-Robbery Squad, SAS, James Van der Fan, has said the news reforms ordered by the IGP, Ibrahim Idris, amounts to nothing but a recurrent cosmetic surgeries which has been carried out over the years by successive police chiefs with little or no result yielded. Van der Fan, who is a senatorial hopeful for the Benue State Zone, a senatorial seat in the All Progressives Congress, said this when he played guest on television Nigerian's program.
The Vice President was meticulous in his pronouncements, and he gave directives as and what the IG is supposed to do. Now, I don't know the team that the IG put in place to reform SARS, but it was changing uniforms or changing the name. The name has been there before.
Yes.
Now, I told you initially that SARS started with the federal SARS. Now, some CPs have also created their own units that they feel can give them better results. They don't rely on SARS to give them this.
Oh, but just a minute. SARS created units that are rivaling SARS in the States?
Yes, some commissioners.
That costs
every commissioner, yes. No, commissioners have the discretion to establish certain departments within their own commands and then select those they feel can give them better results or certain cases they want to do. Now, when you come to the issue of meddling into civil...
According to Van der Fan, to reform the Nigerian police force, of or any of its units, attention should be placed on personnel development through training and retraining, improvement of working conditions, and the provision of modern equipment to aid the operation of the force.
Opportunity for the IG to use in making sure that you really bring us SARS to become one of the most best elitist unit in the police force. Now, he would have gone back to request from the president that we need communication gadgets in SARS, they need walkie-talkies, they need different salary scales, they need accommodations to be kept in one place, they need vehicles to move them, and then they need better weapons to also move, and then night vision goggles that can also help them into most of these things. And then you need scanners that you need to search some houses. When you want to go, you don't really need to kind of start looking for where you can break and enter and the rest of them. But there are things that you can just put on the wall of a house in modern policing that gives you the view inside the house. Now we are still operating some very archaic equipments. We don't have communications in SARS. Now, in the whole unit, you discover that you have just about 3 functional walkie-talkies. And you're supposed to link every team of SARS, to each of the vehicles that is out there. And it is because you don't have enough vehicles that you see SARS operating in non-conventional vehicles that are unpainted, are not professionally approved vehicles for the police force. The vice president was meticulous in his pronouncements.
A recent report suggests that half of the world's population is under 30 years of age, while 73% of countries restrict young people from running for offices, even though they can exercise their franchise. President Muhammadu Buhari of Nigeria has signed the Not Too Young to Run bill to encourage young Nigerians to participate in their preferred political positions. In this special report, correspondent Zuera Hamzat examines how the youth of Nigeria are benefiting from the signing of the bill in the face of financial implications of politics.
Ever known. Half of the global population is under 30, and yet 73% of the countries restrict young people from running for office, even though they can exercise their franchise. Around the world, campaigns are underway to promote the right of young people running for public offices by seeking to lower the legal age of candidates and bring it into line with the age at which young people can vote and be voted for. We believe that young people deserve the same right to run for offices, and age discrimination should not hinder their participation regardless. In Nigeria, the Not Too Young to Run campaign has embarked on a mission in addressing the age discrimination and candidates for the legislative and executive branches, which serve as inspiration for the global campaign. The campaign, which was supported by the President Muhammadu Buhari and signed into being in order to encourage the young Nigerians to participate in the preferred political position. The bill, which was signed May 2018, and the age qualification was reduced as follows: from the governorship 35 to 30, senator 35 to 30, House of Representative members 30 to 25,
the ingenuity in him to lead the country to the promised land?
Not Too Young to Run is actually a nice program. But the issue we have, you understand, for now, we don't have a single youth that is competent enough, you understand, to compete with Buhari for now. How we wish, you understand, when Buhari...
When we return, Nigerians react to Kemi Adeosun's resignation. With more on sports and for the foreign scene, stay tuned.
Hi, I'm Prince David Adetunji Adeyeye, known as DAA. I am a lawyer and an energy specialist. I live and work here in FCT, Abuja. I am running for the House of Representatives for Amak Buhari Federal Constituency for the good people of FCT under the platform of Young Progressive Party. I am running because I believe in legislative agenda for community development. I wanted a community that is responsive, that is supporting and creating social infrastructure and amenities for our children and young people to be able to compete globally. I am encouraging all that is out there to go there and get a PVC and ensure that you vote. Election does matter, and this election, it's important that we elect people that are good, that are going to represent you. Support me as the House of Representative candidate for Young Progressive Party for Amak Buhari Federal Constituency. Thank you for your support.
Young Progressive Party. Service to the people.
Hi, I'm Prince David Adetunji Adeyeye, known as DAA. I am a lawyer and an energy specialist. I live and work here in FCT, Abuja. I am running for the House of Representatives for Amak Buhari Federal Constituency for the good people of FCT under the platform of Young Progressive Party. I am running because I believe in legislative agenda for community development. I wanted a community that is responsive, that is supporting and creating social infrastructure and amenities for our children and young people to be able to compete globally. I am encouraging all that is out there to go there and get a PVC and ensure that you vote. Election does matter, and this election, it's important that we elect people that are good, that are going to represent you. Support me as the House of Representative candidate for Young Progressive Party for Amak Buhari Federal Constituency. Thank you for your support.
Young Progressive Party. Service to the people.
Hi, I'm Prince David Adetunji Adeyeye, known as DAA. I am a lawyer and an energy specialist. I live and work here in FCT, Abuja. I am running for the House of Representatives for Amak Buhari Federal Constituency for the good people of FCT. Under the
Governing All Progressives Congress, APC, says the resignation of Kemi Adeosun as Minister of Finance and acceptance of same by President Muhammadu Buhari is an action of honor, strength, character and integrity. Adeosun, in her resignation letter to the President made available by the Presidency, admitted that her NYC exemption certificate was not genuine and might affect the credibility of the administration if she failed to quit office. Reacting to the development, our correspondents Guaimo and Nangede took to the streets to find out the opinions of Nigerians.
We are here at AYA Abuja to get the opinions of the masses over the resignation of the Minister of Finance, Kemi Adeosun, concerning the alleged forgery of her NYSC certificate.
For my opinion, I don't really think she deliberately did what actually transpired between her and the Nigerian government. Because from the NYSC rules and then regulation that says, once you are 30 years of age, that you should be exempted. And then she, though I don't actually know if she finished before 30, but she came into the country 34, when she was 34. So, and then actually she went for exemption later.
My own opinion is that the case should be looked into properly for proper judgment. Let's just not rush into conclusion.
Well, I actually feel she should be punished for what she has done, and if possible, she should return what she has actually stolen.
With what they said, that's the saga anyway. You know, none of us have vetted such issues, but hence it come on screen and it has been investigated to find out that such a thing is in place. But the real thing is this. She knew her route, she knew her trace, she knew everything about herself. But there are some certain things she mentioned and said it was not to her knowledge. But little that she had knowledge, she would have known that most of those things were not done rightly. But I believe there's somebody behind the scene who proved her fine and then called for investigation of her data and the information. So to me, basically, she did well for resigning. Let her resign honorably, knowing that she's not meeting up with those challenges and those things are alleged to her.
In the first place, those people that recruited her, it means something is wrong somewhere. Because they should have known that this person did not have the right qualification to be there in the first place. Why should they recruit her in the first place? You understand? So I feel those that recruited her in the first place should be dealt with.
We'll be able to get a lot of opinions from the masses. Ngwemo Anagende, the TVN News. We are here at AYA Abuja to get the opinions of the masses over the resignation.
At least 30,000 persons have been displaced and 8,000 houses and thousands of hectares of farmland affected by the flood that submerged 42 communities in Eson South East local government area of Edo State. That some of the affected communities do include Ilushi Oji, Oji Eze Ogbon, Oji Ejangwe, Ojobo, Ajabutu, Owoli, Iyebi, and Opodo. A lecturer at the University of Nigeria, Nsukka, Professor Rose Honor, has urged the federal government to expedite action and start paying workers the new minimum in October. Honor of the Department of Public Administration and Local Government Affairs made the call while addressing newsmen in Nsukka on Tuesday, pleading that the government should not allow organized labor to embark on strike first before implementing the new wage, for which it set up a committee in September 2017. And the payment of the new minimum wage would reassure workers in the country that government had their welfare at heart. In her words, the federal government should do everything within its power to ensure that the new minimum wage is paid to workers in October, stressing that the present minimum wage of 18,000 naira is now a peanut based on current economic realities in the country. South Africa on Monday issued a cholera alert following an outbreak in neighboring Zimbabwe, stating that there is significant risk that travelers which the outbreak affected areas may have contacted cholera in South Africa. The National Institute for Communicable Diseases, NICD, stated that healthcare workers nationwide, especially those in Limpopo province, which borders Zimbabwe, should be on high alert for suspected cholera cases. According to the World Health Organization, WHO, as of September 11th, almost 2,000 suspected cholera cases, including 24 deaths, were reported in Zimbabwe. However, the outbreak is linked to inadequate supply of safe piped water and subsequent use of unsafe water supplies, including boreholes and wells. Israel expressed sorrows for the deaths but blamed extensive and inaccurate Syrian anti-aircraft fire over the IL-20 plane, which downed over the Mediterranean Sea on Monday evening. Russia initially blamed irresponsible Israeli actions, but President Vladimir Putin said on Tuesday
Welcome to the weather forecast for Wednesday, the 19th of September. I am Blessing Akbara. Abuja, the nation's capital, should expect partly sunny skies in the early hours of Wednesday, while thunderstorms are likely to rumble in the afternoon. Daytime temperature will peak at 30 degrees Celsius, while the night skies will be partly cloudy with temperature at a low degree of 22 degrees. The coastal city of Lagos will experience light showers in the morning with the possibility of thunderstorm in the afternoon. Daytime temperature will peak at 20 degrees. Skies will mostly cloudy with the temperature. At a low of 25 degrees. The north central city of Jos should expect partly sunny skies, while rains are a possibility in the evening hours. Daytime temperature will be peak at 26 degrees, while nighttime visibility will be mostly clear with temperatures at a low of 18 degrees. That's the weather forecast for Wednesday, the 19th of September. Do try to protect yourself as much as possible in line with weather situation in your area. Thanks for watching. I am Blessing Akbara. To the weather forecast for Wednesday, the 19th of September. I am Blessing Akbara.
A recap of the major stories. Group holds debate for APC FCT National Assembly aspirants. Former commander of Special Anti-Robbery Squad captains current reforms efforts. On the foreign scene, South African red alert over cholera outbreak while in the sport. FIFA sends monitoring team to supervise NFF elections. That's the news on the hour of Television Nigeria. Do remember, elections are a civic obligations. Use your vote to create the change you desire. Thanks for watching. I am Priscilla Iwurum.